My name is Bebe Wood, and I'm gonna sing a couple songs. This one is 21st Century Hippie. We're all standing for justice. We're all fighting the man with a portable device and an unlimited data plan. Your day job is tying you down, and acting's just not working out. So now you're smoking e-cigarettes, and you're taking up the bongos instead. We're all 21st century hippies. Have our intentions stay the same? We're all 21st century hippies. Have we just kept the Mary Jane? Driving down Laurel Canyon Country, the wind in my hair, unexplainable magic. It's just that something in the air, and the breeze carries dreams as they float along with ease. And the things you didn't like at first are now the things you love the most. We're all 21st century hippies, and men like your overalls. We're all 21st century hippies. Thanks, they were my moms. When you first came to stay, you thought you had so much to say, but the canyon's of its own mind. So I guess we've just resigned. Ooh, I'm going to play some new songs that I haven't released yet. And it's always like a weird internal debate because you're like, do I share these songs yet? They're like, you know, not necessarily recorded, and I don't fully know, you know, the project that they're going to be a part of yet. But then you're like, well, I guess music's meant to be shared. So these are new, and this first one's called Hades. I read a book during the pandemic by Edith Hamilton called Mythology, and I was really interested in the myth of Hades and Persephone. I found it so fascinating, and in her version, Persephone was with like 12 other women when she got snatched up. And I was like, there's no way that she was kidnapped. Like, she was with 12 of her best friends. Like, there's no way these women would let her go like that, you know? Even if it is, like, the Lord of the Underworld, whatever. It's like, there's no way he had, like, you know, that sort of, like, power or whatever to just, like, waltz up to her and snatch her away. I was like, it's absolutely a plan. I believe that she was just tired of spring, and she kind of, like, wanted to explore that side of herself. And I think I kind of make an inquiry into that idea in this song. And it's called Hades. I was walking through the meadow amongst the flowers and the rye. My companions feared a rain cloud. I gladly welcomed that new sky. So I turned from my companions as dark clouds soaked up all the light. Then I plucked a sparkling blossom as day disguised itself as night. That's when I saw him, stoic, standing still in time, like that lonesome flower that swiftly soon became mine in a wood under one that lives. There's a beauty that gives to me a gift, just like the one above, just like the one above. I only fought with my own conscience. You didn't take me like they say. Truth hurts more than their derisions. My choice was mine alone to make. In a world under one that lives, there's a beauty that gives to me a gift, just like the one above, just like the one above. appreciate it, guys. So I have one more song, and it's actually probably going to be called One More Song, which I find hilarious. And it probably really isn't that funny, but for some reason in my head I'm very chuffed by that. And it's very new, very fresh. I rarely get the opportunity to kind of like sing the new ones, so it's always exciting. Yeah, I'm not sure I have much to say about this one, to be honest, other than it's called One More Song, and this is one more song for y'all. that's all I've got.
Welcome back, everyone, to my room. My name is Ben, and I'm so very excited to have Bebe Wood here on the show. Bebe, do you want to just give us a quick Bebe Wood history lesson? Tell us a little bit about, you grew up as a child actress, is that correct?
I did. I started acting professionally when I was like 10-ish. And I always knew I wanted to be an actor. It's funny because I think I probably started playing music before I even sort of conceptualized that I wanted to be an actor. But I did become a professional actor first, and I started when I was 10. Very, very lucky. All the stars sort of aligned. I was at an acting class, and there was an agent there, and she asked to sign me, and my parents said no. And then after much begging, they eventually gave in, and I just got very lucky, and I've been working ever since.
That's so cool. How did you spark your love of music sort of spark? What kind of music did you listen to growing up?
Ooh, that's a great question. I don't really know how my love of music started. I think I was always sort of making noise in some form. We had an upright piano at my house growing up. And I would always kind of sit and make up songs or try and teach myself songs that I would hear on the radio or whatever. I would always sit and try, and I have a very specific memory. There was a show called Tuttenstein, I think was it Discovery Kids, that I was obsessed with. And I have a very clear memory of when I was 4 years old, figuring out the Tuttenstein theme song on the upright piano. So maybe that was my origin of music love, which, I guess great thanks to Tuttenstein. But yeah, I don't know how it really started, but I guess, we had every sort of genre of music in the house. There was a lot of Cuban music. My, mom's Cuban. I grew up with my grandparents living with us as well. So there's always that. And I know my dad listens to a lot of The Cure and Echo and the Bunnymen. And so it's a fun mix of different genres of music.
Awesome. Where do you find inspiration to write music? I think when I went to my concert, when I went to your concert, one of my favorite parts was you explaining where you found the inspiration to write these songs. Do you find inspiration comes to you in bursts? It comes randomly? Where do you find that inspiration? And then the second part to that is logistically, how do you find time to turn those ideas into music?
It's a good question as well. Inspiration is a fickle thing. It's so unpredictable, and I wish I understood it more. I think that's part of its mystery and creation's mystery is I could be so uninspired for ages, and then suddenly it could just come to you out of the blue, and you're well, this is quite strange. I don't know where this is coming from. Other times I'm inspired by books or going on a walk or just I don't know, it could be anything, but I do think I'm a little bit of a transcendentalist. I think I could probably sort of be Henry David Thoreau and live in the woods for 2 months or 2 years, 2 months and 2 days or whatever, 2 weeks. I don't know. I should probably get my facts right. But I think nature, literature, are probably the most consistent sources of inspiration. It's always changing, but I wish I could figure out why inspiration happens and how I can make it happen more often, because that would be wonderful.
Do you have a favorite story of how a song came to you?
Oh, it's funny. I think some songs I truly just don't even remember writing. It's such a transcendental thing, almost I don't remember writing it. I remember starting it and then finishing it, but I don't really remember how I did it, which is so inconvenient because I feel if I just remembered how I did it, then I could do it again. But that's probably not the case anyway, so it's all good. But yeah, I don't know. I wish I remembered how I wrote Matthew Street. I just remember crying whilst writing it, and then I locked myself in my bathroom and wrote it. That's all I remember about it. Wow. I remember just sitting in the dark in my bathroom, and I cried a little, and then there was a song. I really wish I could remember how that came about. And then to circle back to answer your question about time management. I think that's a positive part about being an actor, as a profession, is you can be so busy for months and months and months where you're working like 16, 18-hour days, and then you'll have like 4 months off where you do absolutely nothing all day. And so that's when having something like music becomes really helpful, because I can then fill my time working on a project for myself. So usually, like right now, we just finished Mean Girls. I try and write and complete as much as I can over the next couple months before I figure out kind of like what's coming next, you know?
Absolutely. And so we were talking a little bit before we started recording about how we are both musical theater fans. And you just mentioned Mean Girls. How was it to sort of combine your passions for acting and music in a project like this? Was this very exciting for you?
It was so much fun. I always wanted to do a musical. I always wanted to do a musical. And I started off doing musical theater, like as an actor. Like growing up in Kansas, I was in, you know, the local productions and things. And so, I don't know, I was really, really hoping at some point in my life I'd be able to do a musical. So it was a dream come true for sure. And it was so wonderful, like collaborating with so many talented musicians on one hand, and then collaborating with so many talented actors and performers. So it really was a dream come true. I'm so grateful that I was, you know, able to sort of combine the loves, as you said.
That's awesome. So I have a game for us to play.
Okay.
It's called Bebe Wood or Bebe Wouldn't. So I'm going to name off a couple traditional bucket list items, and you're going to tell me if Bebe would do this or Bebe would not do this.
Oh my God, so I get to talk in the third person?
You get to talk in the third person.
And I'm not a complete asshole for doing so?
Absolutely not.
Wow. This is a dream come true.
Bebe would or Bebe wouldn't go skydiving?
Bebe would.
Bebe would. Bebe would or Bebe would not get a tattoo?
Bebe wouldn't.
Wouldn't. Me neither.
I mean, let's see what the future holds, but like most likely Bebe wouldn't.
I'm afraid of pain, and I'm afraid of like permanence, and so like I'm afraid I'm gonna get a
That's
tattoo.
poetic.
And then like years down the line, you're like, ooh, why do I have this? So I get
Pain
that.
and permanence. I like
Bebe
that.
would or Bebe would not do stand-up comedy?
Bebe wouldn't. That's a next level of like confidence and fearlessness that I don't think I have. I like really admire stand-up comics. I know a few, and I'm like so in awe of them. Like I actually think about this a lot, so thank you for asking me that. The answer is no, I wouldn't.
Bebe would or Bebe would not write a book?
Bebe would. I think it would be so much work, but I think it'd be very fulfilling.
Bebe would. Do you know what it would be about? Or do you have any ideas for a book?
I have none, but maybe it'll come to me. Maybe some sort of like historical
You have time.
fiction.
You have plenty of time to think
Yeah.
of that. Bebe would or Bebe would not run a marathon?
No, Bebe wouldn't. Bebe wouldn't. I mean, maybe, no. I think that's a no. Bebe wouldn't, unless I felt particularly inspired to for some reason. Maybe not.
Maybe.
Yeah. I
Bebe
think
maybe would.
Maybe would. Yeah.
Bebe would or would not rush a sorority?
Wait, what?
Rush a sorority?
What is that?
Like joining like a sorority, like a college sorority?
See, so I didn't have a traditional college experience. I've learned a little bit about like fraternities.
It's
and
the same
sororities. My only experience with sororities is loving the movie Legally Blonde. So maybe if I got to join a sorority with Elle Woods,
right? Delta
then
Nu,
Bebe would.
Bebe would.
If
Bebe would
it
join
was-
Delta Nu, maybe nothing else.
Yeah, exactly.
Bebe would or Bebe would not ride a roller coaster?
Oh, Bebe would.
Bebe would.
I do enjoy the occasional roller coaster.
Nice.
I do.
Awesome. Well, you win. You won the game, and you won your very own Bebe Wood.
Oh my God! So much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on the show. This has been Bebe Wood. It's been incredible having you on. We will see you next time.
This is the most I've ever heard my name ever. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.